Nigel Farage has praised Express readers for their heroic role securing an EU referendum and getting Brexit done a year ago today. On the one-year anniversary of the UK officially quitting the trade bloc, the former MEP and Brexit party leader said Britain's freedom was only secured thanks to the campaigning of the Express. In November 2010, the Daily Express became the first national newspaper to demand openly that Britain should leave the EU. Speaking to this website, Nigel Farage said, "We forced them into it. Thousands of supporters, and hundreds of thousands of Express readers, forced the referendum because the Express was, of course, the first newspaper to come out nationally and say we should leave." Britain had originally been due to leave the EU on March 29, 2019, but failure to agree a divorce deal with the bloc delayed the moment by 10 months. When the UK finally did break free, there were widespread celebrations. Reflecting on the jubilant scenes taking place across the UK a year ago today, Mr. Farage said, "We're 1 year on from that moment at 11 p.m. in Parliament Square. There were tens of thousands of us there, fireworks, singing, music, it was joyous. We were really celebrating because in that crowd there were people who had given so much for the Brexit movement over so many years." He added, "In terms of the history of our nation, what a massive moment it was, and I shall never forget it." While the UK was no longer officially a member of the EU after January 31, 2020, it was still forced to follow Brussels rules until the end of the year while Prime Minister Boris Johnson thrashed out a new trading relationship with the bloc. Mr. Farage has made no secret of the fact that while he's happy to live with the deal Mr. Johnson has negotiated, in his view, it falls short of what the Conservatives promised. He described the impact of the trade deal on fisheries as so awful it's not true, adding battles like this will go on, and on, and on. He said, "There are things a year on that I am not overjoyed about. Clearly fishing, clearly some of the nonsense at the border, clearly Northern Ireland just being cast off. These are things I am not happy about. But if you take the big picture, we're out, we're not going back, we've signed in principle over 60 trade deals around the world, we've proven we can make better decisions as ourselves. Taken as a whole I can't be anything, after a near 30-year campaign, but pleased that we are on the right road."